Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, The Gentleman Reviewer. So this week I've got another wallet for you. The makers over at Piboshi, I don't know if they're the makers or the sellers of the wallet, but they were kind enough to send me a wallet for a very cheap price for the purpose of reviewing it on my blog and posting it on some of my other social media platforms. So thanks again, guys, for sending me this wallet. I was able to use this for a little over a week. I had to switch from my minor impact wallet to this one, then review this one pretty quick because I prioritize the things that people send me over some of the things that I buy, which is why I'm doing a wallet back to back. I generally try to not do that, although I do sometimes do that with stationery. But let's get into what makes this wallet a good wallet and some of the things that I like about it and some of the things that I don't. So first of all, this wallet's advertised as being high capacity. You can see it's got 3 slots for cards. It's got 1 slot on the side for more cards, another slot right here, and then it has an ID slot. So I've got this blocked out because I didn't really feel like taking my ID out before doing this review. But this is a card for minor impact wallets, one of the ones that I did last time. It's even got a slot in the middle for some cash. I don't have any cash in here anymore, but I spent it all on a new backpack that I'll hopefully be reviewing here in a couple weeks or so. So it's advertised as being big enough to hold everything that you need and easy to pull things out of. I mean, right off the bat, it does hold enough for me. I know some people out there who have quite a bit more cards than I do. It didn't hold everything that I was carrying in some of my other wallets, but those were mostly things like rewards cards that I don't often use, or some of the smaller things. I only have these 3 credit cards, and I only ever really use this one. So it's perfect for me. Nice to not have a giant wallet in my back pocket. You can carry this one in your back pocket, although they're designed for front pocket carry. It is RFID blocking, so it is going to keep your credit card information safe when you're out and about traveling or wherever you might go. So it's advertised as being made from genuine leather. It does feel like good leather. I haven't noticed any problems with it. It feels nice. It doesn't feel like pleather. I honestly can't tell the difference too well anyway. And it is wearing pretty well so far. I don't know how well you can see it, but let me try to focus in. Right about here, you're getting a little light brown wear. Let me pull my card out off screen so you guys can get my card number. But especially right here where I'm using it a lot, it's getting a nice light brown color. And I mean, after a week, it's already wearing a decent amount. And I mean, I think that with leather, I think it gives itself character. If it's wearing like that, I think if it's wearing like that in a week, it's going to wear down fairly quickly. Might end up looking pretty good, could end up looking kind of bad if you're using it a lot and abusing it. The stitching on this, it's advertised as being handmade. I don't know well enough how to tell the difference if it's handmade or not, but you can notice the thread right there is coming out. But it looks like, I mean, I don't know how well you can see it on the camera. That looks like to be where it overlapped a couple threads. So it hasn't gotten any worse. I haven't cut it yet because I wanted to point it out on the video. I'll cut it and then see if it gets any worse, and I'll update you if it gets worse. If there's no updates, then it was fine. So the dimensions of this, it's about 4.8 inches tall, 3.2 inches wide, and half an inch thick. These guys only advertise an American dimension since we like to use inches and not the metric system, and I didn't really feel like converting it into what's it called, metric. I can't even remember the word right now. So another thing that I noticed, so while this one has a slot or a thing that you can easily get your nail in there, and that's really nice to pull the card out really easily. The ID window has been exceptionally difficult to get things out of. Leather and this plastic stuff likes to stick to IDs in any wallet that I've ever owned that has this stuff on it. And while you can see this is moving around fairly easily, I'm not going to pull it out because I got my ID back there. My ID gets stuck so easily. There's a lip in here on the back side, so on this part of the wallet, that sometimes catches the ID, and then also on top of that, like I said, it's just sticky sometimes. And it's happened with every single wallet I've owned, or ID wallet I've owned that has this sort of plastic and is leather. Even if it's just like pleather, it still does it. So that's pretty annoying. I actually have to dig my fingers in here in order to get it out. And actually the same thing on this side too. I have to dig my fingers in there to pull my gift card out. Same here on this side, and this one's harder. But I've got my insurance card and stuff in there, so I'm not going to pull it all out or anything. So it's just sticky. I'm having to stick my fingers in there, and I imagine this has already been stretched pretty easily, so I imagine that over time this is going to stretch out pretty significantly and wear down pretty easily. Might even pull the stitches out right here. So that's one thing that I really didn't like about it. But I mean, as far as a wallet goes, you know, it's hard to get things out of. It's a little larger than I was expecting as far as a minimalist wallet goes. Some of the other ones I've seen seem to be about this big and don't have this extra top part right here. It's not a problem. I just open the box and I'm like, oh dang, that's a lot bigger than I expected. You know, for a minimalist wallet. It's definitely a lot bigger than the carbon fiber one I reviewed back when I first started this blog. I think it was one of the first ones I did. But that was just the size of a credit card. So if I'm basing it off of that, then this is quite a bit larger. Another thing I noticed, let's see if you guys can hear this, but maybe not. I don't want to pull that card out. There we go. No, maybe. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like there's some sort of lining in between the fabric and the leather that sounds like plastic wrapping paper, something like that. Just some sort of cheap paper. I wouldn't know why you would line or put lining in between the leather like that, but it just sounds cheap when I'm using it. I haven't used very many leather minimalist wallets before, so I don't know if it's something that's common across it. If you're a leather worker, know someone who is, or know why you would line leather with some crinkly stuff, comment below and let me know. I'm curious. I'd like to learn why it's like that. It's just annoying and it just sounds cheap to me. Another thing, it does hold more than enough. It has more than enough room for a good chunk of cash in here too. I think I had about 16 to 20 bills in here a little while ago, and it held all of it fine, and I could actually fit more in there fairly easily. So you're not going to have any problems carrying cash unless you just have a huge wad. You have a problem with any kind of wallet. But I am not that lucky. So it's got enough. I only have 3 or 4 cards. I only carry 3. And I only ever really use 1. I just have the other 2 in case of emergencies. And it holds more than enough for me. So if you're the type of person that has a minimal or wants a minimalist wallet, has little enough stuff to only use a minimalist wallet, I think this is great. It runs about $10 on Amazon. It's a Piboshi wallet, Piboshi. Here's their label right there. Let's see if I can get it to focus on that. And yeah, so far, I mean, for $10, I think it's hard to beat. Let me know below what you think. And as always, please like and subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing. Thanks again, guys.